So, this is going to be a reading for my Geminis. Thank you so much for joining me. And this is going to be for October 19th through the 21st. Now, we are going to do this reading a little bit different than how I usually do it. I have some new decks that I'm really eager to use. So, let's see what messages come through. And of course, with this being general, take what applies, leave the rest. If you want to check out my other content, I will have my other two channels linked below. Okay, I have a spirituality channel and just more so a personal channel, so you guys can kind of get to know me on a personal level. And let's go ahead and have some fun and see what comes through in terms of the energy. Okay, so the first card we have, let's talk about this. We have maintaining boundaries. And on the back of it, it says, today I will gain a new awareness of those areas where I need healthier boundaries. I will release my naive assumption that the other person is always right. I will exchange the view for trusting and listening to myself and setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Interesting. So this is definitely drawing attention to clearly the boundaries that you have around particular relationships. Okay, and emphasis on healthy boundaries. There is a such thing as unhealthy boundaries where you literally have boundaries up that are so high that it keeps you from even being able to interact with people or just living your life in general. So healthy boundaries is key. Okay, you never want to have boundaries that are in place that are trauma based and not based in true protection, if that makes sense. Okay. But yeah, some of you are letting people kind of cross boundaries with you where they shouldn't be crossing them. And where you have certain boundaries or certain things that are deal breakers is making sure that you're not making excuses for other people and the things that they do that may hurt you. Anytime that you make excuses for people hurting you or making you feel inconvenienced is when you're trying to people please, or you're not trying to ruffle feathers because of the fact that you're keeping a relationship or trying to keep a relationship intact. All these cards that fell. All right, let's take one up for you guys. Ooh, okay. It says, I am a masterpiece. And on the back of this card, it says, you are a one-of-a-kind work of art. Everything about you is intentional, accept your uniqueness, oh my gosh, and put it on display for the world to see. Beautiful. So this is appreciating yourself for all the different layers that you may possess. Okay, a lot of you are very multi-dimensional. There you go. And that's okay. You can be good at multiple things. You can be someone who isn't just interested in one particular viewpoint or one particular understanding. That's what makes you individual, and that's what makes you you. So understand that. And I think that this time frame and beyond, you guys really do need to put an emphasis on personal confidence in your decisions, in your place in this world, what you're here to do, and emphasis on that specifically. But we also have coming into power. It says, I step into my power boldly and confidently. We also have hearing messages from spirit. I am clear. It says, I am a clear channel for messages from spirit. Jeez. And we also have embracing the future. And it says, I step into the future with an open heart. Okay, I like this energy. So a lot of you are coming into your power now and beyond, or you guys have been actually stepping into your power more and more and more as time has been going on. But a lot of you are very tapped in to your spirit guides or the universe, whether you're aware of it or not. And you guys need to make sure that you're listening to your intuition and whatever gut feelings that you have when it comes to moves that you should be making or things that you feel drawn to participate in or do for your own mental health or for your own sake. A lot of you also may be like spiritual healers. You may not even be aware of your path quite yet. But another thing that I'm seeing is there needs to be a more positive view, or there should be more positive feelings that you have when it comes to the future. You should never get scared or weary or have like this gut-wrenching feeling in terms of the future and feeling bad about it. You should always try to keep a more positive thought process, or understanding that your future is going to be positive if you're every single day taking steps to make it positive, if that makes any sense. So if you're someone who isn't in alignment with your desires or the things that you know you should be doing in general, then you're going to have an uneasy feeling in terms of the future. And if you feel uneasy right now, are you in a relationship that's unhealthy? Are you at a job that you're not connected to? Are you in a living situation that you don't love? Those are things to look at if you feel uneasy. That may be exactly why, because you're not vibrationally in alignment. But let's go ahead and get deeper into the video. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So the first card's going to represent the present situation, and we have the 6 of Swords. So presently, this is you guys moving to a more sound thought process where you guys may have had moments of anxiety or overthinking things, or just not really in the best energy. You guys are moving to a better way of feeling and thinking. A lot of you also are ready to just move on. And when I say move on, this could be moving on from a particular person or some negative experiences that you may have recently went through. But for a lot of you, this is like wanting to move on, like move on into the next chapter of your life. You may be feeling directed or called, or just feeling like this intuitive feeling of like, there's more in store for you, or there's like higher heights that you could be taking things to. And it's like trying to tap into that is more so what's on your mind. Now, when it comes to your recent past, I do have the 4 of Cups. So you may have recognized that you were dissatisfied with the way that your life was going, or the current energy that you may have been in within your life. So for instance, you could be in a space to where you don't really love your job, but it pays the bills. Or you're not really happy with your relationship, but you've been in it for so long. So it's like, where else would you go? So it's like recognizing that you're not 100% fulfilled by things. And like I said, having this desire for more, having desires to excel beyond the point that you're at now. Some of you also may have been scared of like rejection when it came to reaching out to a particular person that you may have been dealing with romantically, or just wanting to see what's up with them. You may have felt like there was a level of hostility that would keep you guys from being able to communicate. Now, when it comes to the near future, I have the 3 of Cups. So there may be this link up energy between you and some close friends, or some old friends who you haven't spoken to in a minute. Some of you may be questioning some of the friendships that you have around you and whether or not they're genuine, or if you just have people around you who are just leeching off of you energy wise. There's a big focus on personal accomplishments and things that you want to personally go after, and exactly what you need to do to get to those personal desires or goals that you have. This is you guys also trying to nip some sort of third party situation some of you may be in the bud, where you may be realizing that this person has really no intentions of getting you out of that third party situation. Now, when it comes to what I see for Outside influences with the King of Wands. This could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo that could be influencing the moves that you're making. This could be a lover, family member, friend, foe, whoever. Also, this could just be personal desires. And the Aries full moon, I have to take that in account too. There is an Aries full moon that's happening on the 20th. So this could be also a driving force in the moves that you're making. Now, what I see for actions you should take with the Tower card, this is you staying away from anything that has basically shown you already that it's unstable or it's not founded on the strongest foundation, whether this is a relationship, a business, an idea, a move, whatever this may be. This is making sure you don't do anything that's not founded on the right foundation. So a good example of this is like trying to move somewhere with no money, really, or like you'll be tight on finances, or trying to go back to a relationship that initially was all over the place to begin with. So this is staying away from unstable energy, because all you're going to get is an unstable outcome, basically. And the challenge that may come up with the Seven of Wands, this is defensiveness coming off of another individual. They may be being passive aggressive towards you or just giving you a hard time. You guys also may be in slight resistance when it comes to some changes that are uncomfortable, especially if this has anything to do with any long-term investments. A lot of you are in resistance, even though you're experiencing a lot of challenges with a relationship, a job, etc. But outcome, I have the Sun card. So a Leo of significance may come up. But this is you guys focusing on personal happiness, which is good. You guys are going to be doing things that make you happy. And this could trigger you to make some very sharp decisions after being confused and disillusioned for a bit. This is you guys coming to a point to where you realize what has to give. And this is actually good. You guys may feel more motivated or more focused after making some really important changes. And like I said, this has a lot to do with the Aries full moon, I believe, because I do have a lot of fire energy throughout this reading. So I hope that this was helpful. If you did enjoy, thumbs the video up and subscribe. Check out my other two channels. I will have them listed below. One's more so a lifestyle channel where we talk about different topics. So if you're into that, check that out. And then I also have a pick a card channel and also just a spirituality spirituality channel where we talk about spiritual topics. And I give you guys tips and tricks when it comes to spirituality. So that will be below as well. And I will see you in the next one.